Thank you, Mr. Gary. Mr. Lewis Clyburn, your closing remarks.
Lewis Clyburn. I believe I am qualified to serve as a Kershaw County School Board trustee. During my 35-year career at DuPont, I held positions that gave me experience in supervision, management of company budget, employee relations, safety, fire protection, security. In addition, I serve on the deacon board of my church and have additional experience in budgeting. I want to ensure every taxpayer I will monitor and make sure every tax dollar is well spent for the education of our children. I will listen to your concerns and needs. Motivating students with highly qualified teachers and administrators and monitoring student achievement is a priority. We need to get involved with our children. We need to be a positive role model, protect them, and teach them a value system. Our Kershaw County school system is an important part of instilling these values in our children. I once read, "Education is a passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today." I am retired. I have the time to be an active school board member, and I believe it is my turn to give back to the community that has given so much to me. Remember to vote. It is your voice of your children's future. I'm asking for your support June the 12th. Vote for Lewis Clyburn, Kershaw County School Board seat number 5. I would like to thank the Chamber of Commerce, the school board, the district school board, the County Teachers Forum, and North Central High School, and all the attendants for being here. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Clyburn. Next, I would like to ask Celia Boland for her closing remarks.
Celia Boland. Many people ask me, "Are you crazy? Why are you running? Why do you want to get involved in all this mess?" I want to make a difference to the students of Kershaw County. I feel like we need strong leadership, a team player, and an experienced educator on the board. I'd like to read an excerpt that was unsolicited from a former principal of mine. He was my assistant principal the first 4 years of teaching and my principal the last 2 years of teaching. So you know a little bit more about me as a person and a teacher, and I will be the same way if elected as your school board trustee. I had the opportunity to supervise Ms. Celia Boland as an assistant principal and later as her principal. Mrs. Boland was very innovative and was constantly looking for new ways in which she could reach her students. I noticed that she took it personally when students struggled in her classroom and spent many extra hours looking for ways to which to help them be successful. If she found they were hungry, she pulled money from her pocket to buy them food. I witnessed her dragging large bags of food and beverages from her SUV to the classroom, hiding them from me to feed the students in need. She noticed that a student had clothing issues, such as a coat for cold weather. She would purchase a coat, gloves, etc. for them. In short, she was the type of teacher that principals fight to have on their staff and that parents pray their child will have. She took children who were turned off to learning and turned them on. She took kids who hated school and turned them into students who wanted to come to her class on Saturdays and after school. She took kids who were in danger of dropping out and watched them walk across the stage at graduation. In short, her involvement in a student's life meant the difference between failure and success. It made me feel good as a principal to know that by hiring Mrs. Boland, I had played a role in changing students' lives for the better.
Thank you, Mrs. Boland. Last, I would like to ask Ron Blackman for his closing remarks.
Ron Blackman. Once upon a time in a faraway land in the village there lived a wise man. Every day at the village square, the wise man would meet with the village people. And the wise man would tell all the village people, what they needed to do right. The prince in this village hated the wise man, because the wise man, he felt like the village people loved him more than they did the prince. The prince called his council together one day, and he said, "I'm going to make a fool out of the wise man. Today, when they meet at the village square, I'm going to go down there with a bird in my hand, And I'm going to ask the wise man, I'm going to say, wise man, is this bird dead or is he alive? If he says he's dead, I'm going to turn him loose and let him fly away. If it says he's alive, I'm going to break his neck and drop him to the ground. Either way, he's going to make a fool out of the wise man. So sure enough, the next day, he went down to the village square and he said, wise man, this bird that I'm holding in my hand, is he dead or is he alive? And the wise man looked at him and said, that what you have in your hands is what you make of it. So vote June the 12th. What you make of it when you go vote, if you want somebody to stand up for your seat, you need to vote Ron Blackman. I will do everything with my power to protect your children, your pride and joy, and your loved ones, and make sure they have a quality education, and vote for you. I'm the wise man. Remember, what you have in your hands is your choice. Thank you very much, Ron Blackman.
Thank you, Mr. Ron Blackman. Thank you, candidates. I would like to now turn the podium back over to Liz Horton.
Thank you. How about a round of applause for our moderator, Mr. Tyler Cope? I would also like to personally, real quick, thank Ms. Lori Cooper for being with us tonight. Also, our timekeeper extraordinaires, Mr. Billy Smith with the school district, and Mr. Chip Galloway, our president-elect for the Chamber of Commerce. Also, on behalf of the Kershaw County School District, its teacher forum, and the Chamber of Commerce, very special thanks to all of our candidates who came out tonight to participate. The purpose of these candidates forums is to provide voters the opportunity to hear from those running for public office so they can make a sound and educated decision when heading to the polls. Franklin D. Roosevelt once said, democracy cannot succeed unless those who express their choice are prepared to choose wisely. The real safeguard of democracy, therefore, is education. I would also like to remind you all that the privilege and responsibility to vote is the hallmark of our engagement as a civil society, and we encourage your participation in the process. The Kershaw County Chamber of Commerce, the school district, would like to remind you that we will be conducting another Educated Voter Forum on Monday, June the 4th at 6 p.m. at Camden High School for the candidates running for Seat 7. We encourage you to participate and attend. Again, special thanks to North Central High School, KM Video Productions, True Vista, and WPUB, and all of you who attended or tuned in tonight. This includes tonight's forum. Thank you.